What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. I don't know about you, but I just don't feel like Versus is what it used to be, especially in Diamond League. If you've ever played in Diamond League, you will understand this that one, it is a very hard league to win in, but it is also extremely difficult to actually fight and have fun, fair fights on the sixth day, on the kill event day. So it just feels like Enemy Buster Day is just not fun. Usually you have most of the team shielding up, and you may have a couple whales that are out fighting, but most players can't get their points unless they're going to sit in shields and then just trade points on resource tiles, which I get is a strategy if you're friends with the alliance you're fighting, or you're headed into a war zone duel weekend and you don't want to waste a bunch of troops. You're trying to be strategic, but you also want to open up, all your chests. You want to make sure you open up, get at least your 7.2 million chest here. So there's some strategy to it, but on weeks like this, I know we're about to hit season 3 on these servers, but it really takes the fun out of Enemy Buster Day. It's just not fun sitting in a shield all day. You're not attacking, and the only ones that are unshielded or are the 1% of the 1% in power. So, just to kind of give you an idea of how crazy this week has been, Radar Day, we lost 2.85 billion to 2.93 billion. So, extremely close. Same thing with base expansion, 1.35 to 1.34. Age of Science, 1.67 to 1.85. And then yesterday was absolutely wild, 4.7 to 4.8 billion on Hero Day. So it's not for a lack of trying, it's not for a lack of points, to say the least. And that's the kind of the dumb side to all this is you can put in all these points, and if you lose, the winning side controls what happens on Saturday, and they're all probably just going to shield up, and then it's going to be a pain to get points. It's not going to be any fun, which it really was the fun part about Versus. And why Diamond League just isn't fun for a lot of players, because it's hard to get points. It's just not fun to fight on Enemy Buster Day. Whereas if you're in Gold League or Silver League, usually those days you get a lot more action because you have smaller players, smaller alliances, and they're just out having fun. They're not worried about whales floating around and just leveling your entire alliance. So usually you have a little more action where you just don't really see that much in Diamond League, especially with this alliance here. They really don't want to fight. They just want to get their points, win the week, and be done. So here you can see this is just the daily, but if we go to the weekly, you can see the points have been put up, which are just insane. This has been an insane week for everybody. I won't go into detail about how some of these players have gotten their points, but it just takes the fun out of it. I don't know if you guys are experiencing that too. What you think about your leagues? It's not that we so much care about winning. We don't care about winning. We want to be number one at the end of this season or anything like that. But being in the top 3, you do definitely get better rewards, and it is fun to win. But we really want to have a good competitive week, and we want to have a good fight on Saturday. And it's just not going to happen with the way this is laid out. And in my prior alliance, before the server merge, we were in this same situation in Diamond League for a few months, and we just decided, screw it, we're going to drop down to Gold League, and we were just having so much more fun. I mean, obviously we won a lot more of the duels, and we did win a lot more on Saturdays because the alliances weren't completely stacked like you do have in Diamond League here. But they were more willing to fight. You had a lot more fights going on. You had a lot more of the players that just didn't care about burning troops. They were just having fun. So that's been my experience, and I just wish they would make it possible to force the teams to fight or something. I understand that if you win the week, then you already got what you needed to win. So why fight? I understand that, but to put up that many points and still not be able to fight on Saturday is annoying. Especially when you spend all day today, like today, where I'll end up probably at 40,000 troops, nearly max troops, with nowhere to burn them tomorrow, which is good headed into the season. But let me know your guys' thoughts, how you guys feel about versus. I really thought that they were going to add more levels to the boxes, which would entice people to actually fight because you can't just trade points and expect to hit those boxes every Saturday. It's going to take a lot of kills and a lot of time to get up those boxes. If they do, so this is tier 7 through 9, say they add 10 through 12, it is going to take a lot more kills and a lot more points to get those boxes and put rewards in those boxes that people want to chase after and give them a reason to fight on Saturdays. That's been my opinion. I've posted about that and suggested that to the devs. I know they've been asking about versus. They talked about making some changes, but we have not seen anything, which is kind of disappointing. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.